So getting up on the freeway, starting out here in essentially what is efficient mode and not sport mode. Really solid coming around these corners. It's a little bit hard to tell, but these corners are actually really steep for the speed. And as always, it's kind of a good test to see how the car feels, not only in controls around these corners, but then also a little bit of a measure for body roll and handling. Now, I would expect with the M suspension in this car that it's going to handle really, really well, and it does. It feels very solid. Same thing in regards to the steering wheel, which I would expect, this essentially being the M Sport steering wheel that you would see in its bigger brothers M3s or M4s or my M2. But all in all, really good control so far. Once we get out on the bridge, we'll see what it's like across the bumps and expansion joints. And then in addition, get a feeling of what sport mode feels like in this car, which I would expect to be crisp with the B58 motor. But let's take a look at what Seattle looks like on a gorgeous fall day. All right, so if you're not from the Seattle area, they're actually on a floating bridge right now that goes across Lake Washington. There are these big metal expansion joints across the bridge here, and I always find it's an interesting observation of how the suspension handles, you know, smooth asphalt, and then you hit these expansion joints coming up here, which can be a little bit of a jarring bump. These guys right here. And yeah, and now I'm in sport mode, so it's going to tighten down the suspension a little bit. Handle them no problem whatsoever, and it's not a huge shock, but I always just find it as an interesting test, depending across the BMW models that I take out and test, on how they feel going across these expansion joints here on the bridge.